Hey, what's up guys, Patrick, and welcome to my guide to Quest Horror from the Deep on Old School RuneScape. Introduced on RuneScape 3, I have a guide for that as well, linked in the description below. On screen right now is everything you need to prepare yourself for this quest. The green text is what you actually need. The white text explains where to get everything for the Ironman, as well as recommended items. Most of this is self-explanatory, so I just want to clarify one thing. The part about the fire rune, air rune, water rune, earth rune, any sword and any arrow, one of each is required for this quest, and you will lose that one thing, so for the sword especially, try to go with something cheap. Then the part at the bottom that says weapons, ammo, and runes to deal melee damage, rain damage, and basically cast all 4 elemental spells. This for a boss fight at the end, and does not mean just pick one. You need to bring everything, and this is on top of the items that you already need. I know it may be hard to put armor together since you have to use all 3 combat styles, but ideally you should go with magic as you'll be using that the most, or you can even get away with using no armor, especially if you have prayer potions and 40 plus prayer for protect from missiles, as well as some food. Anyways, feel free to pause if you need it, as I'm getting into quest now. This video is brought to you by the awesome members of my Patreon. If you want access to some exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Enjoy the video, everyone. To start the quest, go to Lighthouse. You can go directly there using fairy ring code ALP, or you don't want access to that, I'll be showing you how to get there from the Barbarian Outpost, which you can get to by using the Games Necklace or grouping teleport. From the Barbarian Outpost, you're going to go north until you see some water and rocks. Just hop over these rocks to get over to the other side. This isn't as confusing as it looks. Just head northwest and look for rocks that gives you the option to jump over them. You can, of course, just follow what I'm doing in the video. The annoying part about this is that you can actually fail at jumping over the rocks. There's nothing you can do about this except to just keep trying. Keep in mind, you'll also take damage when this happens, so make sure to keep your HP up so you don't die. Also, I never noticed this, but if you look at your minimap, the path is actually drawn out for you with a black line. Find Larissa closer to the lighthouse or the building to the north. Speak to her and select the option to 1, 1, 1, 3. That's option 1 3 times, then option 3. You need to go to the Barbarian Outpost. You can just use the Games Necklace to teleport again, or hop back across the rocks. You still need the 2 planks required for this quest. They can be found right here near the northeast corner of the island. Anyways, you actually need to go inside, which is what the bar crawl mini quest requirement is for. Then squeeze through the obstacle pipe to the south to get into the agility course. That requires 35 agility, and if you have a boost, you can take one now. Find Gundrorn, just look for any yellow dots on your minimap. You'll need 1 free inventory space. Speak to him to receive a key. Head back to Lighthouse. If you have a quick way of getting to fairy rings, you can also use code ALP to get back. Otherwise, just walk from here and jump across the rocks. From the lighthouse, head straight east until you reach a bridge. Use a plank on the side of the broken bridge that you're standing on. If you click on the same spot you just repaired, you should be able to cross or jump over it. You'll then use your second plank on the other side of the broken bridge. Cross back over and head west back to Larissa. Speak to Larissa. Enter a lighthouse and go up the stairs 1 floor. Search the bookcase on the north wall and select option 4, take all 3 books. You actually only need to read the diary and the manual. Well, not actually read them, but flip through them. Go up 1 floor. Use the molten glass and the lighting mechanism, which is the big thing in the middle of the lighthouse. Then use a swamp tar on it. Finally, use your tinderbox on it to light it. Go all the way back downstairs. Larissa is in this room now. Speak to her. Climb down the iron ladder to the north. Go north to find a strange wall. You're going to use one of each elemental rune, any sword, and any arrow on the middle part of it. Each time you're going to continue the dialogue and select option 1, yes. Don't worry about the stackable stuff like the runes and arrows. If you have a bunch of them, it only uses up 1. Just know when you're done with this, you're going to get into a fight in the next room. So if you want to teleport out to get more supplies, you can, but you can also watch the rest of this video first before you do that, as the rest of this quest is basically just fighting, and I do have a strategy for it. Also, turn off auto retaliate. When done, you'll be able to open the wall on either side, then climb down the ladder. Speak to Josik, a regular Dagannoth will spawn. It only uses melee attacks if you want to use Protect from melee, or you can get stuck on the stalagmite and safe spot it from there. What I did was run east while staying close to stalagmite, then quickly ran back behind Josik and got stuck. Continue the dialogue after the fight or speak to Josik and the Dagannoth mother will spawn. You want to stay behind Josik and also turn on Protect from missiles. It uses both melee and range attacks, but it won't use the combat style that you're protecting against. So basically, if you use Protect from missiles and get stuck in the stalagmites, it can't attack you. And trust me, even though it looks like it's not attacking you, keep your prayer up. It will attack you if your prayer goes down, but most importantly, let's talk about how to attack this thing. So she can change colors. Each color represents what she's weak to. I'm going to put all that info on screen, but most of the colors are pretty obvious. And if you have trouble making out colors, it also tells you what color it changed to in your chat box. The only tricky part is that when it turns orange, because it'll be weak to melee attacks. Now, how do you do that if you're safe spotting? The answer is you don't. You can stick to using whatever other attack style you want to use, and after a few hits, it will change colors to something you can use again, and that's the whole strategy. The quest will be over once you defeat her, but there's an additional reward they can get that I want to show you. Go up the ladder. Climb up the stairs 1 floor. Speak to Josik and it will give you chat options to select the god's name. Then it will give you a second set of chat options to confirm it. You're basically picking whose god book you want, so that's up to you. After getting the first one, you want another one, you can right click Josik, select rewards, and you just buy the rest of them, and you can do this at any time. It doesn't have to be now. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for future videos to come if you haven't already. There are also links in the description below for my Patreon, donation link, Twitter, and Discord where you can interact with me. Donations can also be made directly through YouTube now. Thanks option near like button below the video. Catch you later. Peace.